Good morning, gang. Joyce with Skipping Cass Farms. I wish you blessings for the day. It's the weekend before Christmas in 2025. I'm out here with the chickens. We've had some crazy town weather, as a friend of mine says. And so this old girl, I call her Copper Top. We thought she was an Australorp. Turns out, I guess she was probably, she's got some black copper Maran in her. She didn't do the copper colored eggs, but she's like number 2 in the flock. And she is a chow hound. Here are my 2 roosters. I'm calling this one, walking from left to right over here, calling him Small Guy. He's not Small Guy anymore, but he's the son of Big Boy. And Big Boy's been my rooster. Wait a minute. Am I getting them confused? They look so much alike anymore. I am. This is Small Guy. It's hard to tell through the camera. And this is Big Boy. Big Boy, you doing okay? Yeah? You doing okay, Big Boy? Yeah, he's a good rooster. Has a really good temperament. And takes pretty good care of the birds. Lord had me give quite a few of my birds away earlier in the summertime, so I'm down to a smaller flock. I've got a total of 15 birds with roosters are kind of going at it because small man wanted to get himself a girlfriend, and big boy don't want to see that. So there's a little bit of dissension in the ranks. I don't have as many birds as I did, so there's White Mama and her son with the white neck, and the bird behind them, that's Copper Top Jr. Now she's the one that does lay a copper egg. Goodness gracious, my hands are getting cold. I put out, I was having trouble with animals coming, and you could tell where they were eating or licking the bottom of the bowl. And that's about the time I lost, that is the time I lost a little bit. Evidently that was a raccoon, and then a day or 2 later, there was a dead raccoon out on the street. And things have gotten a lot quieter here as far as other animals are concerned. And we had some coon dogs on the property, hunting a few days after that. But I left this trap out, and I put a little, I'd had good luck using the cat food can as bait for the ants. We just had some rain last night, so these marshmallows may not last long. It looks like they're melting as we speak, but they've been in there for several days, and because they're marshmallows, none of the birds are going in after them. I did have one chicken go in the trap one time when I put some apples out, so I'm gonna stick with the marshmallows. Evidently they're good for both possums and raccoons. But it's been quiet as far as predators around here since that raccoon got a hold of a little bit. I still miss her. She was such a sweet bird. But it's cold out this morning. It's for southeast Tennessee, and for this Florida girl, 24 degrees outside is freezing. But it's a beautiful day. We had storms come through in the night, and I don't know if it was a small, what I would have called growing up, dust devil, a little tiny cyclone of air, blew some stuff around over by my greenhouse, blew the greenhouse door open. That's the first time that's ever happened. And then next to it I have that radiant solar dehydrator that I built that's kind of getting decrepit now. The wood's starting to rot. And that got blown over and the lid just ripped off the top. But isn't that beautiful this morning? With the light coming in like that. You can kind of see it over there in the corner, coming up from behind the trees. I love the way the light plays through down here. It'll warm up soon and the ice and frost will be gone. And it should get up into the 50s today. But isn't that a beautiful day? I just thought I'd do just a quick little heads up, and not been doing much outside because we've had some crazy weather, and of course next week is Christmas and that may impact the schedule as well. So I've gotten away from feeding the birds as much scratch in the morning. Now that the weather's getting colder, if I am going to give them scratch, I'm going to give it to them in the evening, or about 2 hours before sunset. Then that way they'll have that inside of them, and it'll give them plenty of energy to stay warm through the night. So I did give them an extra feeding last night, but not of scratch. And it was gone, so... Small guys over there trying to get the attention of the other birds with the feed in the bowl, but they're not falling for it. I'm gonna have a hard time keeping grass back here. Last year all the grass that was here got drowned out in the spring, and we ended up with rushes, which are a water saturated soil type plant, and then we had a dry summer, and so it's gone bald. And of course now the chickens are here and you can see they're scratching it up, but look how nice and dark that soil is. That's a blessing. That is a blessing. You can kind of see over here as I come over here underneath the boat, you can see how the soil is a little bit lighter back here because there's no roots in the soil. There's no organics getting in there because it's been parked in the same place for several years. So you just do the best you can with what you got. And if you look around, I'll leave you with this thought. You know, it's December and I've got leaves everywhere. Looks like I've got a handle down here that somebody kicked out of the boat, or rusted off or something. I'll have to figure that one out. But if you look, you may see a few walnuts left. You'll see a bunch of, over here under this oak tree, you can see a bunch of small acorns, and they're starting to decompose and go into the soil. And all of these leaves. What's your point, Joyce? Well, my point is, best time to fertilize is when? Best time to fertilize is when nature fertilizes. What do you think we're looking at? This is nature's fertilization. If you start looking at people that are doing the research, and stuff is coming out now. Yep, I found out where this handle came from. Fell off at the back of the boat right there. There's a handle over there, and it didn't have stainless screws in it. And this one didn't either, and the screws just rotted off. It's been sitting out here for 12 years. Those handles have probably been on there for close to 30. Oh well, it's all good. Things have a way of working around. But yeah, nature fertilizes in the fall. It covers the ground. It protects the microbes. It gives them a chance to break down slowly. Our wet season is the winter time. And so this is nature's compost. This is nature's way of composting. You don't have to spread it. You don't have to do anything. You just leave the leaves on the ground. And the birds will scratch it up a bit. The birds will scratch it up a bit. So, anyway, my hands are frozen. It's 20-something degrees, and the birds have eaten and the cat's eaten, but I haven't yet. So I don't eat until after I take care of my animals. It's supposed to get warmer for Christmas, but it's cool this morning. I hope, gang, that you have a blessed Merry Christmas and a great New Year. And we'll wish you blessings for today. Let's see if we can get a nice shot with the sky. The way this camera does. It's hard to tell. There we go. My neighbors at the end of that driveway have a nice big house. They're really good people. He's a firefighter. And it's good to have folk like that in your backyard. You know what I mean? So with that, gang, I will wish you blessings for the day, and whatever you do, just keep chasing the dream.